Yo, what's up? Welcome to a brand new series, also a brand new channel. You've never seen me before, but maybe you've seen me in some other position of YouTube. Not surprising, but what we've got for you today is a series in which I like to call YouTube Roulette. You know, you got a little roulette wheel, which I don't have here yet, thinking about it, but we have a couple of videos that I will go through a YouTube randomizer, and who knows what we'll find on YouTube. We might find some crazy videos of some person getting murdered. You know, like I don't know what I'm going to find, but you just wait, because that's what we're going to find out. All right, let's get into the first one. First video, we got something spicy here. We got somebody with 61 subscribers, YouTube channel Apple Cake. They're saying that they have Jojo Siwa asking people to twerk. I don't understand, but anyway, let's find out.
Hello everybody, Apple Cake here. Oh my god. Sorry. This just had to be talked about.
Let's talk about it.
Apparently, Jojo Siwa is basically selling children very inappropriate stuff. Like,
We've been clickbaited on the first video. Let's find out.
basically this like little board game came out that Jojo Siwa's name is kind of like all over, and also Nickelodeon's all over, which kind of makes it even
I don't know how I feel about JoJo's juice. Like, what kind of juice we talking about here?
worse because Nickelodeon and Jojo Siwa are mostly associated with like children, like little girls and stuff. So it's kind of weird when all of a sudden you see this blowing up everywhere that Jojo Siwa has inappropriate cards in her board games. So first off, I find this hilarious because I have a dark sense of humor. But basically, let's take a look at one of these cards. Have you ever seen another person naked, or like walked in a room on another person naked?
Alright, so this is like a waste of my time. This is like one of those the games where I forget what the name of the game is, but they have like a bunch of cards, and it's like kind of like Would You Rather, but instead it's with like these black and white cards with generic text on them, and you can combine. Nobody cares. This is not Jojo Siwa asking 6-year-olds to twerk. This is Jojo Siwa selling a product, and 6-year-olds might buy it. If they buy it, that's blame their parents, not the 6-year-olds who purchased the product that has no real relevance. We're moving on. This is not how I want to start my day, especially not with Minecraft. I don't even know what he's doing. He's not even playing Bed Wars. How does that work? Alright, so we got like some kind of 5-minute crafts type deal here. Best out of waste newspaper craft ideas. The only best waste that I can think of is waste bucket basketball, you know, playing some trash basketball. I don't know. Anyway, let's get into it. Let's see what kind of ideas they got for us. Craft Nifty Creations? You sure you didn't just like take a couple ideas from 5-minute crafts, you know? Nifty 50? You thought of it. You thought of it. You tried. Newspaper coils? That's a lot of newspaper. I mean, unless he's like taking like multiple he or she, I don't know. They're taking multiple slices of one page. I don't know. if I'm getting a newspaper, I would hope that my sole purpose of getting it, if I had scraps, it wasn't going to be the whole newspaper. But maybe people are just buying newspaper. Are people buying newspapers anymore? Are people getting newspapers anymore? I mean, I'm sure somebody is. They're still out there. Or are they all digitized? I don't know. Something tells me that's not the easiest way to cut pencils. I mean, they made clean cuts. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I would think that you would want to like line them up first, and then take like an axe, not an axe, but like a saw blade, cut along them. You know, with some real fine cuts, nice thin cuts each time, and then you'd have some nice clean lines. I mean, that's how we did it at school. I went to design school, but if this is how they want to do it, hey, I'm not going to blame them. I'm not going to keep cutting, but I think this is going to take a lot longer than it's looking like, so we're probably going to skip ahead a little bit. So basically, they're like cutting it up into a bunch of little pieces to create a bunch of like an object out of the slices. So they're basically turning this into wooden dolls, which you can go to any arts and crafts store and buy yourself. Not really sure why. I mean, realistically, they didn't even tell you what to start with. I'm pretty sure they started with wooden dolls and then just put newspaper around them, and we're kind of losing the abstractness of the newspaper. Now it's just kind of like a colored sculpture, if you will. So the end result is like this little chair. Is it a chair? That's what it looks like. But it looks like it can't stand up on its own. Or maybe I didn't reach. So the end result is that they made like a living room arrangement, which I'm not like. It only looks like it works from a top-down scenario. I mean, any type of arrangement that you make out of a 3D maquette is only going to work in a certain arrangement, but they did it, I guess. They made a couple chairs and a table. Like and subscribe. Craft Nifty Creations has no name, but it has a face. Alright, I hate math, but the next video is the last two digits of a number raised to a power. I guess we'll find out what that actually raises itself to. Alright, so starting this off, I'm pretty sure the last thing you want to have is, I mean, maybe, hey, I'm not blaming anybody, but if my math teacher comes to me approaching me with music like this, I'm pretty sure we're not learning about math here. We're learning about, you know, adding and I don't know. I don't know where I was going with that. Adding and multiplication, you know. Creating additional figures. No?
Hello all, welcome to Just Quant. In this video, we'll look at calculating the last two digits of a number raised to a power.
Alright, we're not doing this. I thought about it. I was like, maybe I'm gonna get some you know, solid information out of it. It's a 15-minute video. We're not doing this. Not today. Maybe we'll have a math day. Four? Are we on 4 or 5? I don't know. We got a video called "The Ford GT MK2 is a track weapon." Now, that sounds illegal, but maybe it's not. Maybe, you can go out on the track. You ever play 3 Extreme? You go out on the track and you start, laying to waste all your opponents on the field. Maybe that's what's happening. Maybe he's just alluding to the fact that it's really fast. Yeah, let's find out.
How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another video on Days Chasing Cars. Today I'm with...
First of all, my guy, you need like a off-camera mic. Like, Days Chasing Cars, yeah, you need to be days chasing after better audio quality. I'm not gonna I'm not gonna diss on my guy, but over top of the music and all the background noise is not happening.
The Ford GT Mark II here at the SEMA show in 2019, and this is not the unveiling of it because we did see this at Monterey, but not a lot of people saw this video, so I'm going to be doing an overview of the car right now. One of my favorite upgrades on the Mark II is the roof scoop, which actually cools the gearbox, oil, and clutch, not the engine. We also have this massive GT swan neck wing in the back that just makes the car look extra aggressive. So the Ford...
I like how, like all these people are just kind of lining up in the background like, oh, I gotta get a picture of the car, but the guy was like behind the spoiler and his camera's like up here. So like if I'm the spoiler, he's like up here. Like, you're not seeing anything.
Ford GT Mark II has a 3.5 liter EcoBoost engine that is pushing over 700 horsepower. When this car is on the track and doing some mean cornering, it is capable of generating well over 2 Gs of lateral grip. For the brakes here, we have...
I'm not here for a promo. Let's keep it moving. I thought it was going to be some cool, like he's saying it's a track weapon. I think he's going to be a stats weapon guy, and he's just going to keep telling us a bunch of stats. I'm all about cars. Like, listen, I'm the next one about talking about cars all day, but I'm here for like something funny, something exciting, something like, I'm not trying to get no jump scares, but I'm not counting it out. Fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, whatever video we're on now, I keep looking at myself instead of looking at the lens. Eventually I'll stop doing that. We got a video called Bubbly Distruction, but they spelled destruction wrong. So if I could stop looking at myself instead of the camera lens, maybe they'll do a better job at, focusing on, getting their topics correct, unlike I am. Let's check it out. I can't be the only one that feels a little underwhelmed by that. Like, it seemed like it was going to be a situation where it was gonna, like, I don't know, pop like the SpongeBob Bubble Buddy. I keep looking at myself. It was gonna pop like the SpongeBob Bubble Buddy, but that's exactly not what happened. In fact, I didn't even realize that there was a guy that existed holding their arms up like, no, please, until it already happened. It was already gone. It was already busted. It was already turned into liquid. It almost got like Thanos snapped out of the air and just kind of disappeared. You never even seen the bubble. Like, let me run that back real quick. So you got the guy here, and he's like, hands up, then he touches it and like the edges just evaporate, like, and I think he's more concerned about this than the kid is. I don't even know if you've seen the kid, but there's a kid there, and they're just like, whatever, dude, like, I blew the bubble, I'm out. He's just like, no, I gotta see some crazy SpongeBob action. I don't know. Whatever. Anyway, we'll do one or two more. Be out of here. Alright, now I don't know if this guy like just hates Ethan Klein or what the deal is, but this video is just called H3H3 motherfucker. But the guy's name is Ben Lunato. So Ben, let's see what your gripes are about H3H3. Maybe they... What's your mother?
Ethan, I'm not playing Ball Rider. I don't want to play it. It looked shit.
What did he say to me? He's not playing Ball Rider? Like, what does that mean?
You've done a bad job with the game. You've made a mistake. You've mistreated your fans. People want to be entertained by you. They want you, Ethan, and you're not giving them what they want. You are teasing them. You are drawing them out. You're exploiting them. You're playing your rock songs. You're an old, sad rocker with 4 songs that you play again and again at every single club, and the fans go wild for them. Your new stuff?
It sounds like that was like some kind of personal quip he had there. Like, you know, his gripe is that he's seeing himself, his previous past in Ethan. I can't stand you, Ethan Klein. You've showed me the worst of myself. My fans loved me, and then I abandoned them all after 4 songs, and now I'm back for my revenge. I'm going to expose you to all of the interwebs.
You don't care about it. You know it's going to bomb. All it's there to do is sell some fucking CDs, man. Ball Rider, Ethan, H3H3 Ball Rider.
What is Ball Rider? Like, hold on. Oh, it's a game. So it's like the PewDiePie thing that he spams at the end of the videos. Is this what he's upset about? Ball Rider? A game in the Play Store? Let's keep watching.
Fuck that. Why not?
Alright, so somehow all of my camera batteries have died, so the remainder of this video is brought to you by the Galaxy Z Fold 3. Get it at a store near you, which you probably can't because it's sold out. But, you know, pretty solid video quality, I'd say. Let's get back to, what is it? Ball jousting? Ball bouncing? Whatever. Ball something.
Not try and do more, man? Why not try and be better?
What's he doing? I'm a little confused of what's happening. Like, 1 second he was talking about I don't even know where to look. First I wasn't looking at the lens on my main camera. Now I'm looking at the camera on my phone camera thing. Yeah, first he was talking about ball bouncing. Now he's talking about nothing. He's like about to break out in a dance sequence.
So, welcome to the end. Welcome to the end. This video is about downfall.
Does this guy think he's gonna like single-handedly take down H3H3 in like this one video, which has 1,500 views? I mean, like, YouTube doesn't care to broadcast your video if you don't have the subscriber base to do so on your own already. So sorry to tell you, but it's not looking like this one is the downfall you're looking for.
Yes.
That wasn't me. I didn't cut the voice out. He didn't say anything. He failed to put his audio in properly. I don't know what that was. I guess he had like some kind of crazy monologue he was doing, but the world may never know.
Welcome to the end. I'm making a video about H3H3 Productions, Ethan Klein. I was a great
Hello?
fan of Ethan Klein. I used to cough in front of friends. I used to think it was funny to have coughing fits.
Alright, I'm like... This is the stuff that happens when you like... When it's just you and you're just making like... What just
I
happened
used to talk
me?
like...
Hey, you slow down. What just happened to me? My camera literally... I don't have the battery. I have one of them on me. Here's one battery, but multiply this by 2 and they all died. I don't know what happened. So the other 2 are on the charger, which I'm not waiting to charge my camera just to finish out this 11-minute video. Anyway, let's stop pausing.
him. I used to think he was a funny guy. He was one of the most important people on the internet.
Okay, no, seriously, I don't know how much more of this I can take. If this guy's audio is just like dead for the whole video, it's a wash. Like we're gonna need to end it if he can't end it himself.
Standard H3 video when Vape Nation performed so well. I don't need to make a new Vape Nation, and when I do, it doesn't perform as well.
What's crazy to me is like he's doing all this monologuing like as if there's some sort of like, you know, large scale destruction that he's going to be doing. Like he's going to be giving us some information that we haven't heard before, and he's going to be dethroning H3H3 of whatever they had in their grasp of their YouTube channel. But in the sense that if that was going to be the purpose of my video, I would think it would be extremely important to make sure that what I'm attempting to relay to my audience is actually gotten across, which it's not happening, Brody.
Ethan got himself into a trap with his success, and it really began to impact him. This was 2 years ago, and no new videos can even compete with his old stuff. There was a loss of incentive, a loss of drive, a loss of passion, a real blow to creativity on that day that he achieved success on YouTube.
I will agree with that. It's something I've talked about a while ago. Well, not on here, but I've talked about it many times. You know, as H3H3 and as any YouTuber gets more popular, they become less creative because they no longer have the need to do so. When you're a little YouTuber and you have no subscriber base or you have no followers or any engagement like that, you have no real desire to put out the same content. As a small YouTuber, your goal is to put out things that will bring in people and, you know, interest people. And when you get things that stick, that people like, then you can keep rolling with that formula until it stops working, and then you switch your game up. But when you get big, most people are there just for you. So at the end of the day, you don't need to switch up your formula, so to say. And if you do, if you feel like I don't feel like appeasing my audience anymore, I just want to make content for me, which is a good thing to do. But when you have I feel like if you want to switch things up, you should do it on a different channel. You shouldn't do it on your main channel. If you're doing it as a hobby, you know, as a thing that you just want to do and you want to share it, you should share it on another channel. Something that doesn't affect what your primary viewership subscribed to you for in the first place. So as much as it sucks for a lot of people who've built up an established audience and they want to share their ideas with everyone else, not everybody wants to see that. So it's important that you keep your relationship with your audience as well as build up whatever you want to do while you're doing that. This way, when you feel like you want to switch things up, your people got your back.
With something that was bad. They're like a voting block at this point. They are your community. They're all the same. They all do the same things. They all think the same things. They all get mad in the same way. It's a problem. It's not a fun place to be in, but it's an incredibly profitable position to find yourself in as Ethan Klein. It's an incredibly comfortable position to have this block, to have this wall around you and people that criticize you, to have this amorphous fact.
I feel like this video stemmed from like him getting 2 cameras and seeing some sort of motivational speaker use like this duplex multiply effect, and he was just like, man, I gotta start talking.
Fan base that no matter what will defend you, that no matter what won't think for themselves. This is a serious issue. They're kids, they're defenseless. They're bought in by this lowbrow comedy that's spreading into this semi-popular, semi-underground YouTube channel. It still has the flavor of the underground to it in those early days. But now it's popularist. Now it's catchphrase comedy that people can sink their teeth into, they can repeat, they can explain why it's funny. Why has he lost touch with his...
I think I see what happened to his video earlier where all of his audio got out of sync, which hopefully that doesn't mean that all that missing audio will catch up to him later. But I think he shifted the audio tracks while trying to do this multiply effect right here, because he was trying to shift the video so that he could have this clone effect, which works. But if you are doing that and grabbing a full video, you may be grabbing snippets from earlier sequences.
His fans, he's lost touch with his fans because he doesn't want fans. He
Also,
wants
this just
followers.
doesn't make
he
sense.
wants metrics. He wants billions. He doesn't want acceptance. He wants praise. He wants that next level of thing. Probably because he can't get his skeleton transsexual wife pregnant with his limp floppy cock.
Oh, whoa! You throwing hard shots there. I don't know, like, if you're trying to get people. I mean, I get the title. The title is definitely what'll sell you on this. But if you're trying to come at somebody, come at Ethan, not his wife, Hila, who really has no presence on his main channel other than, you know, being in the podcast now. Now she's there, but before she was just kind of like, you know, there in the background helping out with the camera. So when you're talking about old Ethan, it doesn't make any sense for you to just randomly start spitting on Hila like, yeah, this little bitch that's walking around with her little thin little skinny waist, and she looking real fine. I want to get a little taste, and I'm gonna get my brothers, and we gonna get a little.
He's become lazy. Memes. Memes. You're not the memes guy. You were the guy that reviewed memes. You were the guy that talked about memes. You're the guy that has fun with memes. You're not a meme. You can't become a meme. You can't talk about memes like that. You can't sell memes like that. You can't base your existence around being the memes guy. Why would you do that to yourself? You were supposed to tell jokes. You weren't supposed to tell memes. Do you understand what I'm saying here? Boil down videos to the things that people responded to the most.
I think like he's trying to talk directly to Ethan, but at the same time he's doing too many effects to the point where it becomes comical. Like the things that he's trying to express just don't come across. That'd be like if I'm trying to like have an important discussion with somebody, like I'm trying to sit down with somebody, like hey, we gotta discuss your employee performance review, and I'm over here like, oh, hold on. All right, Malcolm, we need you to come in and do a performance review because today we're going to be interviewing with you and the rest of our board members who are going to be doing a lot of information regarding your performance, because your performance has been degrading over the past 4 years, and we're not really sure how to do this because, like, none of that made any sense. Like, you can't do stuff like that and expect your point to still be your point.
Them and you sold them and you repackaged them into different concepts, into different podcasts, into segments in your podcast, but you never realized that they were baked into this persona, into your videos, into the way you talked about them, that made them interesting, that made them funny, that made them you stripped that away and you presented them as naked, fetishized objects.
I hate when people have multiple cameras and they can't get this, concept across, that when you are, you can do it for a comical effect only so many times. If you have a camera this way, you can't be like, I hate this and I hate everything, and then switch to that camera. Like, if I were facing this way, I don't have another, since this one's dead, I can't be like, I hate everything and this is really what I'm talking about, but you can't turn to another camera that's not functioning at that time, which I probably did a bad job of expressing that, but I'm only working with what I got right now.
And they were meaningless, they were powerless, and they lost all their meaning. You stripped away the mimetic nature of let's say dad jokes, of Papa John's. You stripped Papa John's of
if you're a supporter, an old supporter of Ethan Klein's,
sanctity of his personhood,
it's Papa Bless,
of the mystique, of the power, and you commercialized it. You turned it into beats for your comedy. You turned it into attempts at recapturing who you were. You turned it into calls backs to your audience so they knew you were watching the H3H3 podcast. I was the guy that used to be funny. Now this one is a popular thing to criticize Ethan Klein on and the H3 podcast in general, but I'm going to do it anyway. But I'm going to go more generally. Lots of people say that he talks about stuff he doesn't know about, like politics. He's inaccurate, he's wrong, he's incorrect, he's misinformed, he's misunderstood, he's misread, he's miserable, he's fat, he's old, and he's unfunny. But I'm going to go more general than that and be a bit more kind. I wouldn't say that sort of stuff about Ethan.
What's going on? Like, where's he going? Like, how do you just switch to a A-B split of you just kind of like sitting there and then you're just like, bro, chill out. He's done it again. Alright, I'm done with this video. I'm sure that he has many more points, and I'm sure that he may get his point across at some point in time, but right now, at this point in time, I've extended my reach for this video. This was a proof of concept. The next video will 100% be 2000% better. I haven't gotten everything organized and turned in my setup yet, and my camera died, and you know, like everything, as per usual, doesn't work out how it's supposed to. But that doesn't mean we didn't have a good time today. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit the like button. I hate saying that, but this is a new channel, so if you want to see more videos like this, I will be doing the YouTube Roulette, which is my series going forward. I'm gonna try and get like a little like lever here so I can just you know, pull it down, and then we'll whatever, we'll add that in post-production. But other than that, I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care of yourself. Have a good one.